I'm learning Japanese. I think I'm learning Japanese. I really think so. Welcome to Sashimi Street. Today's show is brought to you by the numbers 31 through 40 and the Hiragana characters in the Ka column, and from the support of Fund for Teachers, because teachers need money. 3、10、1、3、10、2、3、10、3、3、10、4、3、10、5、3、10、6、3、10、7、3、10、8、3、10、9、4、10。
かきくけこ。あいうえお。かきくけこ。
Tongue twister of the day.
父さんトマトまとめて10買った。Dad bought all 10 tomatoes. 父さんトマトまとめて10買った。父さんトマトまとめて10買った。父さんトマトまとめて10買った。
Kofun, period. The separate communities fight for power until they are united under one leadership. To show authority, the leaders create large keyhole-shaped tombs. During the period, the authority of the leader is even felt in parts of Korea. Yokai of the day.
Yanari, meaning house creak, is a small troll-like yokai that shake the house and furnitures.
One reason why learning a language can be challenging is the exceptions. Languages have rules and patterns that you have to learn, but there are also exceptions that do not follow the rules or patterns that you also have to learn. Each language is constantly changing because the people using the language is always changing. And with the many layers of changes, the language becomes more and more complex. As new rules and patterns get added, there are overlaps and gaps, which then create the exceptions. In Japanese, there are counters, which are used to count particular objects and topics. Using the numbers that we learned, we are going to learn the counters for grade and age. Both have patterns, but there are also exceptions. When counting the grades, you say the number ending with nensei. However, 4 is an exception, and instead of saying yon nensei, you say yo nensei. When counting the age, you say the number ending with sai. However, 1, 8, and 10 are exceptions, and instead of saying ichi sai, you say issai. Instead of saying hachi sai, you say hassai. And instead of saying ju sai, you say jussai. Today's words and sentences. 1年生、2年生、3年生、4年生、5年生、6年生、7年生、8年生、9年生、10年生、11年生、12年生、1歳、2歳、3歳、4歳、5歳、 6歳、7歳、8歳、9歳、10歳、11歳、12歳、13歳、14歳、15歳。何年生ですか？何歳ですか？ Proverb of the day. 10人十色 10 people, 10 colors. Similar proverb. Different strokes for different folks. Dialogue with John and Jane. はじめまして。名前はジョンです。6年生です。11歳です。どうぞよろしく。
はじめまして。名前はジェーンです。5年生です。10歳です。どうぞよろしく。
Today's fun facts about Japan. There are 4 different writing systems in Japan: Hiragana, Katakana, Kanji, and Romaji. Japan's literacy rate is almost 100%. The first novel, The Tale of Genji, was written in the year 1007 by a Japanese noblewoman, Murasaki Shikibu. Issunboushi. 昔々あるところに there was a childless couple who prayed to the gods for a child. They received a boy, but the boy was only Issun, so they named him Issunboushi. When he was older, he tells the couple that he wants to go to the capital to make his fortune. They give him a needle for a sword. In the capital, he finds work at a home of a great lord. One day, the daughter of the house gets kidnapped by an oni. Issunboushi saves the daughter by jumping into the oni's mouth and stabbing the insides with his needle. The oni spits him out and runs away, leaving behind the uchide no kozuchi. He uses the uchide no kozuchi to grow to the height of 6 shaku, and he marries the daughter. Medetashi, medetashi, oshimai. Today's onomatopoeia.
Dekoboko means uneven. Gata gata means bumpy. Gocha gocha means disorder. Bara bara means scattered. Achikochi means here and there. Iro means this and that.
Today's TPR. 行きます。来ます。早くします。待ちます。立ちます。座ります。並びます。読みます。書きます。Today's loan words. Biru, meaning building, is from the English word building, shortened. Super, meaning supermarket, is from the English word supermarket, shortened. Departo, meaning department store, is from the English words department store, shortened. Konbini, meaning convenience store, is from the English words convenience store, shortened. Verb conjugation is when you change the ending to a verb to modify its meaning. In English, you can add an ed to a verb to turn it into past tense. We are using the polite form of the verbs that end with masu, which makes changing the tense of the verb easy. For example, ikimasu is I go. If you change masu to masen, it becomes a negative. Ikimasen is I do not go. If you change masu to mashita, it becomes past tense. Ikimashita is I went. If you change masu to masen deshita, it becomes a negative past tense. Ikimasen deshita is I did not go. And if you change masu to masho, it becomes a suggestion. Ikimasho is let's go. Today's haiku with basho. Choose which translation sounds the best. Haru nare ya, namonaki yama no asagasumi. Yes, spring has come. This morning a nameless hill is shrouded in mist. Spring, through morning mist, what mountains there? Spring morning marvel, lovely nameless little hill on a sea of mist. We are going to learn the geography of Japan. Can you spot Japan on the planet? Japan is a country in the continent of Asia. It is in the eastern part of Asia called East Asia. Japan is in the far east of East Asia. It is surrounded by the countries China, North Korea, South Korea, and to its north, Russia. Japan is an island nation made up of over 6,000 islands. However, there are 4 main islands. Hokkaido is the island to the north. Below it is the main island of Honshu, where the capital city of Tokyo is. The smallest of the 4 main islands is Shikoku, and to its southwest is the island of Kyushu. As mentioned earlier, Tokyo is the capital city, and Tokyo is a very densely populated city. This is a common street view in the city. This is the Shibuya Scramble, which is a popular crosswalk in the city. Many cities in Japan are densely populated. However, 70% of Japan are mountains, and the tallest of the mountains is Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is the tallest mountain in Japan, and you can climb it all the way to the top. This is a view from the summit of Mount Fuji. Hi, my name is Asia. I am a large and diverse continent. At the center, my body is China. My head to the north is Russia. My right arm to the west is the Middle East. My right leg to the southwest is India. My left leg to the southeast is Southeast Asia. My left arm to the east is East Asia. And that is where Japan is. Pop quiz. In Issunboushi, what did the Oni leave behind? And what did Issunboushi use it for? True or false? There are 4 different writing systems in Japan: Hiragana, Katakana, Kanji, and Romaji. I'm learning Japanese. I think I'm learning Japanese. I really think so. To recap, you should now be able to Say your grade and age and use verbs.